LG just brought back one of its most iconic TV launches ever. It's the Wallpaper OLED Reborn. For 2026, it's called the LG W6, W for wireless, because it is truly wireless, making for this stunning effect that you see behind me right now. This is Tom's guide to CES 2026. Let's get into the video. At least a couple of you guys who clicked on this video probably remember the original Wallpaper TV from 2017. This is that idea, but the tech has finally caught up to a place where people can actually, maybe afford this. This Wallpaper TV, known in the lineup as W6, is about 9 millimeters thin. Like, this is not even a real TV thin. I am impressed by how I'm looking at it from off angles, and it seems to disappear into this glass. LG completely re-engineered the internals so the panel can sit flush against the wall, edge to edge, with no visible gap. It's designed to disappear until you turn it on. And here's the key difference this time around. You don't have to deal with cables between the screen. All of your HDMI ports, consoles, streaming boxes, they live in LG's Zero Connect box, which can sit up to 10 meters away. LG calls this true wireless, and in practice it means visually lossless 4K video, wireless audio, and zero ports ruining the illusion. You just need to run one little cable from the TV. Either way, this is hands down the cleanest OLED setup I have ever seen. So yes, this is LG OLED. This is the same panel that we're getting on the LG G6 OLED that features hyper radiant color. That's the big upgrade, which is brighter this year. And this is basically the next evolution of its famous OLED stack. The big claim, up to 3.9 times brighter than conventional OLED. The upgrade is how LG is balancing brightness, color, and black levels without killing contrast or accuracy. The hope is that this is the kind of TV that delivers perfect blacks, perfect colors, but with now much lower screen reflection that you get on most LG OLEDs. In fact, LG says this panel has the lowest reflectance of any LG TV ever, which is a huge deal if you've ever tried to watch OLED in a bright room. This might be one of those upgrades that you can't fully appreciate unless you see it next to last year's models, but let me tell you, it is there. There's also a processor upgrade that actually really matters this year. Powering this W6 and the G6 and C6 is the new Alpha 11 AI processor Gen 3. One of the key upgrades is the dual AI engine that, instead of choosing between noise reduction or detail, the processor runs both at the same time. Translation, cleaner images without any of that weird over-sharpening. While you're here, I'll talk quickly about some of the other features that you're getting with LG's OLED lineup this year. If you're a gamer, LG of course prioritizes you 4K at 165 Hz, NVIDIA G-Sync compatible, ultra low response time, and auto low latency mode. Basically everything that we've come to expect from LG's flagship OLEDs for gaming, and for the W6, just that, but make it look like it belongs in a museum. WebOS is also back with even more personalization. We have a voice ID and personalized home screens, and your AI concierge that's compatible with both Gemini and Copilot. You have the choice of both baked in. All of it is wrapped in LG Shield, which is LG recognizing that people care a lot about the security of any device connected to the internet that's in their homes. Okay, but let's go back to the Wallpaper TV, because it's not just about specs flexing, it's about form finally meaning function for the Wallpaper OLED that we have been promised and are now actually getting. I think it felt back then that it was a concept that arrived just a little too early, but now with wireless connectivity, higher brightness, lower reflection, and LG's best processing yet, it could actually make sense as a real living room TV. Pricing will absolutely matter, and according to LG, it's just sitting one step above the G6, and that price should reflect. If you recall, the OG Wallpaper was $30,000. That won't be the case here. Maybe this is something that we're actually going to be able to recommend and put on our best list this year. Either way, this is the OLED to beat out of CES, and LG's way, in my opinion, of reminding us why it's been the OLED leader for the last 13 years. So this has been the LG OLED Evo W6 Wallpaper TV. I want to know what you guys think in the comments, because I happen to think it looks pretty incredible. But that is it for this episode of Tom's Guide to CES 2026. I will catch you next time.